All right. So, welcome to another episode of the Breakthrough Podcast. Um, and I'm your host, Julian Canita. Sometimes I forget to introduce myself. But thank you for listening. All right. So, get straight to it. What I want to share in this podcast episode is um, really all about money and abundance and how certain beliefs about money, whether you acknowledge them or not, affect our reality when it comes to money, or affect our relationship with money. And this episode, I'll just really, mention some of the top beliefs about money. And if you want, no, I can't force you to do anything, naman, but if you want to, we can explore that belief, whether that's true or not. And really, when we talk about whether beliefs are true or not, for something to be true, it has to be true 100% of the time. Diba? If kaya mo siyang ma-discredit with one instance, with at least one instance, then it's not true. It's not the truth. It's simply a belief that you choose to believe. And we look at if it's a belief, then we can change it. We can change a different belief, and maybe that different belief will work better for us. So that's what we'll do lang today. We'll talk about beliefs. We'll see if it's true, and we'll see what other beliefs can work better. No? So for example, the number one, siguro most famous belief about money, kahit na cliche siya, quote unquote, pero sometimes it gets ingrained. The idea that money is the root of all evil. You've probably heard that before. Money is the root of all evil. And think about it. Would you want to be evil? Parang hindi. Why would you want to be evil? So we don't want to be evil. But because we equate money with evil, we don't seek money. I mean, parang we subconsciously repel money because we believe that when we have money, we'll be rich, and when we'll have money, we'll be evil, will succumb to temptation, ganyan. Or if an authority figure told you that, diba, like your parents or religion, you don't want to disobey them. Maybe you're the type of person na lumaki na you don't want to disobey religion or disobey your parents, so you don't seek money. But the question is it true? Is money the root of all evil? Now think about it. Are there people with money, with a lot of money, who are very, very kind? Ako, I believe na, meron, dami. So maybe a new belief, rather than believing the thought na money is the root of all evil, we can believe that money can spread love and joy. Because it can. Diba? Speaking of that, number two, money belief, money won't buy happiness. And if you think about it, fundamentally, I believe we want to be happy. As humans, we want to be happy. So we tell ourselves na money won't buy happiness, kaya okay lang if we don't have money, or if konti lang yung money. We're afraid of seeming, you know, sometimes we're afraid of seeming ungrateful for when we ask for money. Diba? Na parang, ba't hindi ka maging content sa meron ka? Ba't hindi ka maging happy sa meron ka? Ba't kailangan, diba? Parang sometimes there's maybe some people would make us feel ungrateful when we try to seek for more. So that belief that money won't buy happiness, is it true? Are there people with money who are very, very happy? Yun lang naman eh. Diba? Are there people with money, or pag naka-receive ng money, are they very happy? For me, yes. Diba? Money can bring joy to people. That's the belief I choose to believe. Parang recently we're out, tapos a child was knocking sa window ko. I want to give money, but the only money we had was like 100 pesos. Normally we don't give 100 pesos to street kids. Pero sabi ko I wanted to give. I give. Bago mag-go yung stoplight, I saw this person run to her mom in the corner and like super happy kasi naka-receive siya ng money. Diba? Money can bring happiness to people. Money can bring joy to people. That's what I choose to believe. Number three, and this is a big one. Money comes from hard work. Yeah. Ang pera pinaghihirapan. Ang pera in-earn. So what becomes if this is your belief, ano yung nagiging reality mo? 'Di ba? If you believe that money comes from hard work, it's either we don't seek money kasi ayaw natin ng hard work. 'Di ba? Parang, I don't want to work hard. So hindi ako hindi na lang ako mag-work hard. So hindi magkaka-money. Or we overcomplicate work. We overcomplicate things. We overcomplicate work. Di ba? Nag-overtime sa trabaho. We try to overcomplicate because work should be hard para magkapera. 'Di ba? Na parang it's like there's a belief that the harder you work, the more money you will get. And for me, as I'm saying it seems absurd, 'di ba? Na parang um the harder you work, the more money you will get. Is that true? 'Di ba? Is it true? Are there people who have a lot of money from not working hard? Conversely, are there people who work very hard but are not as rich as they would want to be? Another thing here with the belief that money comes from hard work, di ba? Because sometimes we're so attached to that belief that we have a hard time receiving money that comes easily. Di ba? Na parang may magbibigay lang sa atin ng pera. Parang, why? At least from my experience, naman, people would give me money before. Bakit? Hindi ko nang pinaghirapan to, hindi ko naman in-earn to. So we have a hard time receiving. But what is true? Diba? Truth is money is just, money is energy. Money comes from the universe. Money comes from God. Diba? Money comes from the banks or whatever you want to choose to believe. But maybe it's better than believing that money comes from hard work. Now, I want to be careful with that because I'm not saying that hard work isn't na walang value. There is value in hard work. And I respect the people who do hard work. My own, lahat na experience ko comes from, hindi man lahat, pero a lot of what I've experienced comes from the hustle and the hard work as well. Pero it's not always correlated. Well, I work hard because I love what I do, not because I want more money. Right? Number four, belief is something that is one of my big ones. Na money comes in and money goes out easily. Yeah. And how this was present in my life, really, and maybe I don't know if you can resonate, is um, I don't like the feeling when money comes out. Diba? Kasi parang may lumalabas, gastos or whatever. So, parang may times, naisip ko, mas mabuti na walang pera. Para at least hindi ko mararanasan yung, I wouldn't feel na lalabas yung pera. Or minsan ayokong hinihingan. So parang I wouldn't seek to have money or I would spend para wala kang money para pag hiningan ako, wala kang mabibigay. Now the question is it true? Diba? Totoo ba na money in, money out? Diba? Are there people who are able to receive and keep their money? Diba? Yes. Diba? Yes. People are able to save effectively, invest effectively. So maybe a belief I can or I've started to embrace when I recognize this pattern was that money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Diba? Is it true? Well, it only matters if it's true for you. Diba? Kasi if you're believing a belief like money in, money out, then parang pwede mo ding i-believe another belief like money flows easily and effortlessly. And notice how you start to show up when you start to embrace a different belief. Diba? Um, if you haven't yet, check out like I think a first or second episode where we talked about be do have. It's not always about doing that gets us what we want. It's also who we're being. And being ties into identity, and identity basically is the thoughts we have around us and around the world. That includes our beliefs. Number five, I am my money. The belief that your money or how much money you have in your bank account defines who you are. That when you have money, you're successful, you're awesome. But when you don't have money, wala ka. Diba? And what happens here, and I think for me it ties into the one before this, kaya laging money out. I tended to spend a lot because I equated my worth with how much yung perception ng tao sa akin about my financials. Diba? So I spent more para mapakita ko that I was rich. Diba? If someone wasn't spending, hindi mo maisip na rich sila, 'di ba? You would only notice that someone's rich kapag makita mo bumibili sila ng kotse, bumibili ng bahay and everything. So ako, and this is for myself, I would spend just to make an effort to make myself feel abundant and feel rich. Pero yung mga times, we would scrimp on ourselves naman. Diba? Parang titipirin ko anything for myself, like good healthy food, a trainer, kasi sayang. So is it true? Is your worth defined by your money? Is my worth defined by my money? Do people like me less when I have less? Diba? So for me, it's not true. I think for everyone, I believe that it's not true for anyone. The belief I choose to believe is that I am who I choose to be at any moment in my life. I am not my bank account. I am not, my money. These are just a result of what maybe I have done, how my business is going, but it's not a reflection of who I am. Okay. Number six is a belief about money that um, really held my business growth back. And it's the belief that when I sell, I take away someone else's money. Now, when I buy from you, it's not me providing a service or good quality offer. It's me taking money from you. Again, it's a belief. So how that showed up in my life, I had a difficult time selling. But I didn't like following up on invoices. Or pag may bibili sa akin, I tend to overcompensate. And there becomes an imbalance and I give and I start to wala yung equal value giving. I overcompensate. I mean, over delivering is good, but if it's coming from love and and me wanting to really give value, then that's great. No, but if you do it out of fear that the people I'm serving won't find me enough, that's when it becomes limiting. So is it true? Now, if you resonate with this belief, ask yourself if it's true. Now, for this one, I would ask your customers. I was blessed to be in that position. I was sharing with some students na this is my belief, and then they shared with me, Coach, hindi naman yan yung feeling ko. No, I was happy to enroll, um, to be a part of your program. So my new belief, what has helped me, especially this year, is I empower people when they buy from me. Diba? So just as a tangent, no, we don't value what's free, or a very very small percentage of people value what's free. Think about it. How many free ebooks have you downloaded na hindi mo pa binubuksan? Or how many webinars have you signed up to na hindi mo naman pinuntahan? And the link to the recording is just there on your um, computer. Yeah? So it's just a belief. But you can choose a different belief. Number seven, the belief that money is finite. Di ba? That money is finite. Na may specific amount of money lang sa world. So how does that show up in our behavior? If you believe that, then you tend to keep money. Diba? Ayaw mong gumastos, ayaw mong, you know, baka mawala to, baka hindi na bumalik. So you'll be very, very careful about spending it. You're afraid to spend, you're afraid to take risks, like investments and everything. Because you believe that money is finite. But is it true? Is money finite? Well, think about it, diba? Money, like bills, they're just paper. And banks or whoever, hindi ko alam yung how it works, but they can just print more of it, make more coins. Yes, there's a whole thing of madedevalue siya and everything, but to the point, you can just print more money. So what's the truth? Or at least what's a belief that can work better? Maybe that money is abundant. There will always be an abundance of money, of resources. Diba? Number 8, I forgot who sang this, pero diba may song na more money, more problems. More money, more problems. Diba? And the thing is, why would you want more problems? Diba? Naturally, we wouldn't want more problems. So we don't seek money. Diba? If you don't want problems and you believe that more money equals more problems, then naturally you won't seek money. But is it true? Totoo ba na no, more money, more problems? Do you know anyone who has money pero they are able to handle their problems? Diba? Siguro, more money, different problems. But it's really not so much about having the problems, it's more of how you handle the problems. Now, personally, this is my personal belief, baliktad. More problems, more money. Because I believe that business and entrepreneurship is all about helping people and providing solutions to people's problems. So the more problems there are in the world, the more they're willing to pay for it, and that's more money. Last two, I think a bit technical. Was my belief as well. More money, more taxes. Well, more money, more taxes. If I earn more, I'll get more taxes. Now I know there's that whole thing of mga tax exemptions and everything, ganyan, ganyan. But we don't get into that. No, just that belief na more money, more taxes. And sometimes, especially here in the Philippines, and this might be my judgment, there's a lot of energy, negative energy around taxes. Na parang, hindi ko, kung san-san lang napupunta yung taxes ko, ganyan. Makukurap lang. So ayoko magbayad ng taxes. Dahil ayoko magbayad ng taxes, I don't want to earn more. But is it true? Diba? I mean, are we respond well ito, and you might be triggered, you might want to debate me, I don't really care. But my belief is it our duty on what, at least as an individual citizen, as an entrepreneur, is it my duty at this moment to know where to allocate my funds? But am I responsible for what happens to my money after I pay my taxes? No, other people are responsible for that, and they're corrupt. Yes, I can fight it. I can fight it. I can support towards it, but I won't let it affect how I perceive receiving money. No, I just choose to believe na, sige, magbayad ako ng taxes. Taxes means the more taxes I have, the more money I have. So, binagdag ko lang. More money, more taxes, and mas stress ka na parang dami mong taxes. Ako, I've chosen to think like this year, more taxes, shucks, ang dami kong binabayad. But it's only because I'm making more money. And then I'm able to shift to gratitude. Diba? Yes, merong mga hassle, corrupt people out there. But I can also choose to focus on gratitude. It's a choice naman. And then finally, debt. Debt is bad. Na pag nangutang ako, masama siya. It's a belief. And think about it, because debt seems bad, we don't seek it. No, we don't seek debt to buy the things that will help us grow. For example, um, you need the house, for example, pero you can't afford the house in cash, ayaw mo naman mangutang sa bangko kasi masama magkautang, ganyan-ganyan. But is it true? Is debt bad? Again, to ask, diba, has debt ever been used for something beneficial? Diba? I'm not endorsing this. But I know that may mga tao na nangutang to join like um, personal development programs and everything, and they were able to really improve themselves. Parang they just really wanted to improve themselves so bad na nangutang sila to be able to pay for that development program. And because they wanted it so bad and they committed, they were able to improve themselves and eventually pay back. No, but that wouldn't have happened kung hindi nangutang yung person, if that person had a really bad belief about debt. No, debt has allowed people to buy their dream homes, their dream car, heal family members, di ba? Pag na hospital. Um, like we're saying, programs that allow them to build businesses or attract more money into their lives. So maybe a belief that you can work from is debt is a powerful tool. Diba? Yun. Yun lang. Really what we did here was look at some popular money beliefs and see if they're true. No, we test them if they're true. And when we discover that they're not true, could we choose a different belief? No, because they're not true, we know that definitely they are beliefs lang that we're choosing to believe, or thoughts that we're choosing to believe. But in choosing those beliefs, now we give them the power to create our lives. Diba? Notice how a certain belief shows up in your behaviors, in how your relationships are with sales, with money. So if you're allowing yourself to choose a belief that's limiting, you also have the power to shift that thinking, to choose a belief that will empower you. Beliefs like money is abundant, that you are worthy of money, that you are who you choose to be, that money flows easily and effortlessly, that money can bring people joy. And siguro that's my last point na lang. If you resonate with any of these, my recommendation to you is to pick one of the positive beliefs or empowering beliefs that I recommended, or you can come up with your own and start to see how you show up differently, how your relationship with money is different because you chose to believe a new belief about money. No? And you can let me know how that feels for you. All right. So thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope this offered something. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you sa reviews, whether it's a Facebook page or sa Apple or wherever you're listening to this from. Giving us a good review will help us reach more people, which is my goal. Diba? So thank you for the time. I appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next episode.